What's up everyone, JD here with another everyday carry video. Today I'm doing a quick review of my very first Leatherman, and yes, it is the Squirt that you see here in front of you. Let me just talk quickly about kind of my motivation behind the very small fifth pocket keychain carry multi-tools. I do really like the Swiss Army knives. They're very versatile. They have a lot of useful tools that I use on occasion. Do I use all of them every day? No, but there are a lot of days where I do use that multi-tool, and I have found that these are really great because they're very different. They offer a set of very usable one hand operating pliers. The other thing that I do like about these is the fact that they still give you a pocket knife. I don't really use the file too often. There has been times where I needed to knock something down and have used it, but it's a very rare occasion that I'm doing that. They do still have the scissors, and they do have a bottle opener. So if you've seen my other review, I had picked up a Gerber dime, and I believe these are direct comparisons. Now, I will say right now, the Gerber dime on Blade HQ, it says country of origin is China, so I'm assuming that means these are made and manufactured in China, and the quality is plenty good. I have nothing to knock on that. You do pay a little bit more for the Leatherman, but Blade HQ is saying country of origin USA. So I don't know if that means they're assembled in the USA or made in the USA. Now, the blade steel that I found interesting is 420HC, and I don't think you get something that nice on the dime. So just quickly, I want to run through and compare kind of what you get with each one. And it's been a minute, so give me a second to find the blade length here. So you can see the Leatherman gives you a little bit more length, and the dime gives you a bit more belly. Now, I will say neither one of these are super impressive.
Whatever.
This is going to be something quick and small that you would want to cut, and not really going to take the place of your pocket knife. The Leatherman actually is a little bit more smooth in operation. It actually is taking me a little bit more effort, and I'm live comparing these two for the first time, even though I've had both. I did pick up the blue because I wanted to be able to carry it with some items, and I'll kind of go over that in a moment. So the dime gives you a very small file, and it honestly kind of gets in the way when you consider the bottle opener. The flat head here, the Phillips head actually is very useful. It fits into most Phillips head. I've had to pull it out quickly to use it to tighten like the back of a drawer handle or something like that at work where I don't have tools with me normally. On the other side, it gives you a fairly nice pair of scissors. And if you look closely, you can kind of see this little metal rod here when it's operating. Hopefully that comes, yeah. You can see that is what's really kind of pushing it back. Cutting off some loose string or some small paracord or things of that nature when I'm just doing some work here or at the bench in the garage, they've come in kind of handy. The party piece where I think the dime has the advantage is actually the bottle opener. So let me see if I can find the bottle opener here. Yeah, so the bottle opener, this is very functional, and it does combine it with the flat head, and I have no doubts that it will open it, but I think that this bottle opener is a little bit nicer. However, the fact that it has a smaller footprint because it's not fixed and can't be closed really, to me, gives the Leatherman the advantage from a carry perspective, but from a use perspective, this is really robust and really well done. The other thing that I think that Gerberdine has an advantage of, it does give you a set of tweezers. And yes, I've had to use this quite recently when I was actually handling a dresser that had a very rough finish on the back to help someone move. And I actually had a splinter, and I actually was able to use these tweezers to get those out. I had a couple of them. So it's very usable. I was quite surprised. When it comes to the file, this is a much better file system, and I'll pull this one back out again. Oop, that's the box opener. Sorry, guys. This is the file. Takes me a minute to find it when I'm looking behind the camera lens. So the Leatherman has a much more usable file. I don't think I would use this to pry. I don't think either one really offer a good solution for a pry tool. This is the flathead here. And again, I don't think I would use that to pry. Maybe to take some staples out, but not anything for a serious pry. Now, the real comparison here, let me get the scissors out because I did not go over the scissors here. This also has the same mechanism for the scissors. It has this piece of steel rod coming out that acts like a spring to help it get back in place. Haven't had to use the scissors on this, but they actually seem like they have a little bit more length and probably make it a little bit more usable. And again, the bottle opener on this side and the Phillips head tip here on this side. That should be all the tools. Now let's talk about what really interests me in these tools, and that is the pliers. They both are spring loaded. The Gerber seems to offer the exact same footprint, but it does go about it a little bit differently. As you can see, when you close them, the Gerber has just a little bit more of an oval shape in the center and does not have the closed mouth sitting flush until you get to the very tip. So it gives you some very different approaches to how to use it. The Gerber has, again, the steel rod system down inside of the actual plier bars there, and that's what's causing it to open and close with the spring. And Gerber goes about it with these much more beefy plates that are set there that kind of push the pliers back out. If you can see in here, you can really see how they sit inside. A little too close, where they sit inside of the actual plier handles. I feel like neither one of them are spectacular as far as like in-hand comfort. They're a little bit awkward because of how much they split out. The Leatherman a little bit nicer because it doesn't go out as far. But they're okay, you know, for in the pocket, fifth pocket carry, for something small that you want to do something quickly with. These pliers really are fantastic tools. Really quickly, let me just let you guys see kind of what I'm carrying the Squirt with. I am typically carrying it with the Benchmade bug out that my wife funded for Father's Day. I think it really does go well together. It's really fun to have that blue. It kind of pops in all this drab. Another knife that I usually will carry that with in the fifth pocket if I'm just kind of going minimalist is the Hogue Deca. And just two more quick knives to let you know what I'm carrying with this as well. The Spyderco PM2, Paramilitary 2, and the Spyderco Para 3. And what I'm always carrying with any of my carries is my Redeemed Creation Slim Wallet. Still loving this thing. Still has a fresh leather smell. It has gotten really dark. I don't know if like the first time I put it on camera you can see how light it is, but it is really darkened up from being in the pocket and carrying it a lot. So first impressions of the Squirt. I love the fact that it is country of origin USA. I don't know, again, if that's assembled in USA, made in USA. Does have 420 HC for the steel, which I appreciate the effort to go in and put at least a nice little steel piece on here. I'm not usually a multi-tool kind of guy. This size really does put it on par, in my opinion, with a lot of Swiss Army knives as a nice alternative. I do love the Swiss Army knives. I'm not saying to get this in place of it. Just saying this is a nice alternative and a lot of fun. I really think these pliers are done very well and at a good size. I am considering looking at the Leatherman Sidekick, I think it is. I want to see if that's not too big to kind of companion carry when I'm looking to do it in a minimalist way. Let me know what you guys think. I bet a lot of you are going to pick the Leatherman Squirt over the Dime, but really I think the Dime at 20 bucks for a fifth pocket carry or something that you can carry outside of a primary carry, these are both great options. I love the fact that it's the red and the gray instead of it just being a whole solid color. I think it gives it a little bit of pop and makes it a lot of fun to carry. Let me know what you guys think. Thanks for tuning in. Peace.